Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about The Perilous Life of Jade Yeo by Zen Cho. The Perilous Life of Jade Yeo is the second book being put out by the wonderful small press, Homeward Books. We discussed their first book, The Witch of Prague, back in March. I had a really wonderful time with it, and I've so been looking forward to their next book, which is something totally different. The Witch of Prague, as longtime viewers may recall, was a sort of taut coming-of-age story in communist Czechoslovakia, and threaded through with this sort of element of the speculative, this magic that's just on the tip of the tongue of reality. The Perilous Life of Jade Yeo is a frothy 1920s sort of romance novella in diary entries, and it is a true delight. It's just a little beautiful bauble gem of a book, and I had a really wonderful time with it. I think this big tonal leap really helps to cement Homeward Books as a place for books that are difficult to categorize, that don't necessarily fit in a lot of other places. And I'm so grateful that they sent me a review copy so that I could talk about it with all of you. It's such a really great project. I'm really excited to see what they're putting out next. And so, having had such a wonderful time with Jade Yeo, we had to talk about it. As I said, it is an epistolary novella set in 1920, the fall of 1920 and the spring of 1921 in England. It is the story of Jade Yeo, a young woman of Malayan heritage who is living there in the UK and is sort of drawn into literary circles. She is a writer back when you could, pay your rent and buy a new dress on an article about hemlines, and has written a review of a novel that draws her into this literary upper echelon of London society, and then sort of frothy, bubbly, fun adventures occur as a result of that. It's really beautifully voicey. As I said, these are diary entries there, and so we really get to sit in our narrator's voice and to think about perspective on things. It's a good sort of story of understanding why we're doing things maybe imperfectly, but also understanding why we are making the choices that we are making. And so that sort of comedy of manners aspect that I really enjoy when I'm reading something sort of summery, frothy, and delightful. It's just a real treat. It's quick as a whip. You're going to spend an hour and a half with it and be like, oh, wow, what a fun time I had. If you're sitting poolside, if you're getting ready for a picnic, you're all in your seersucker, you've got your straw hat on, then that's when you're going to be reaching for The Perilous Life of Jade Yeo, and you're going to say, oh, look at me, I have my cute little book on my cute little picnic all summer long. It's going to be an absolute treat. And you're going to pair that with a delicious mocktail. Our drink today is the artistic education, because that is what Jade Yeo is seeking in the world. And we are going to begin with 2 ounces of green tea. As I said, this is a mocktail, so 100% alcohol-free, and that's probably for the best, all things considered. So, we're going to get 2 ounces of iced green tea in there. We've got a lot of tea drinking here. Tea and buns. It's very like England in the 1920s sort of thing. I really like a green tea in the summertime, and so we're going to have that nice, bright, refreshing sort of quality in our artistic education mocktail. And to that, for a bit of brightness, for that zip and zing and verve, I'm going to get half an ounce of lemon juice. Lovely. And then 2 bar spoons of raspberry jam. Just nice, pink, frothy, foamy, delicious. And on the final cover, just 2 good-sized beautiful bar spoons of raspberry jam. And on the cover, the final cover, so you can see we have their very chic advanced review copies. We have Jade Yeo in this beautiful red dress holding this very pretty pink cocktail. We'll just sort of prop that there for now so you can see the final thing. And so we've got that, and we're going to add a couple of dashes of pay show bitters. This really helps one with getting some depth of flavor and also a beautiful pink frothy color as well. These are, rosehip, anise, that sort of lighter level of aromatic bitters in there. And so it's just going to play nicely with the fruity flavors and that slight sort of green grassiness of the green tea. And so we're going to get that all nice and easy breezy, and then we'll add our ice. We always add our ice last because that's what cooks our cocktail or our mocktail, and we don't want a watery drink. We're going to shake it up, wake it up. See? Frosty, freezy, foamy. Give that a step tap, and then I am going to double strain that into my coupe here because I don't want any of those raspberry seeds from my jam to end up in my glass. Now you can choose just to single strain this if you'd like, or you can double strain it if you're sensitive to berry seeds and you want it to be a little more velvety, a little softer. There we go. As you can see, we're using an 8-ounce coupe today. We still have some space in that glass. And we're going to top this with a bit of something bubbly, a grapefruit soda. So, nice bittersweet, citrusy, adding, again, a bit of depth, but also that froth and effervescence. And there you have it. This is an artistic education inspired by the perilous life of Jade Yeo. A Perilous Life of Jade Yeo is available at the link in the description down below. Again, a huge thank you to Homeward Books for sending me this one to read and review. I had a really wonderful time with it. I think all of you will as well. I've got a link to purchase my book, Cocktails and Consoles, 75 Cocktails and Mocktails to level up your game night. We've got links to various forms of social media, including Blue Sky and Instagram, where there's always a written version of today's recipe. We've got a link to purchase Shatter the Sun, Queer Tales of Untold Adventure, the latest anthology from Neon Hemlock. I have a story in it, The Peacock Wizard and the Cave of the Serpent Queen, a fun adventure of Phasian, paragon of the Seven Veils, known by some as the Peacock Wizard. If you're thinking about Niles Crane in the world of Conan the Barbarian, I think you're going to have a lot of fun with that. Try the drink, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss an episode, and hit that like button. It makes me so happy when you do. And until next time, cheers.